Hello. Welcome to Jade Kind Video Gaming. My name is Adam.
And I'm Beth.
And we're here with more Starfield. We've been working for the UC, fighting off some Terramorphs,
Yep.
being told to be a diplomat. No, fighting those Terramorphs got us a level, so we got a skill. And I'm thinking either boost pack training.
Okay.
We've not done that at all yet. Or we could do maybe spacesuit design and start upgrading our spacesuit. Start working on like researchy thing.
I know we should do boost packs because you love to jump, and I think you would really enjoy that. However, I want to design spacesuits.
Okay. We'll start upgrading that then.
We'll do boost packs next time, promise.
I know there might be other options next time. But we just had a meeting there and they said go across the hall.
Howdy.
I'm sorry. Did you give me a howdy?
Pardon. They said it's over. That we can get back to work. Like I'm going to get any work done today.
Howdy.
With that haircut, too.
Yes. Yes, sir. Consider it done.
Her job is to kill us.
She's super suspicious.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Sure doesn't sound easy.
It won't be.
Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliff of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
As we might get experience as we go, Freestar seems like the easier of the two. Because isn't Varun the snake people that are evil?
Yes. Yeah, no, I think I want to do Freestar, but I think we can ask her to tell us about both of them. However, we were saying that we've not been able to get much time to do like persuasion things. This might be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about Ambassador Radcliff from the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Radcliff. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
Fun.
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters.
What?
Which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
Yeah.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Got it.
Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convinced to work with you.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Okay. What can you tell me about the staff member?
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Radcliff, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
That's all the info. All the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliff.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Do we
want to listen to it now or wait?
I want to wait because I'd rather. I'm hoping that it will remind us to come back here for it.
Yeah.
Let me see what it does with our quests.
That's still her. So apparently we're not done.
Okay, apparently the game has decided no, we need to get both the information at once.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors?
Yes. Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Varun.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Go down. Okay, so just those. I mean, we know what's wrong with House Varun, but what does she think is wrong with House Varun? Why? What's wrong with House Varun?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
I'm sure he can be reasoned with. House of Varun are people just like us.
Yes, just like us. How magnanimous of you.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle.
We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What kind of life signs did you detect in the embassy?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Oh. Wait, has no one actually been inside the embassy?
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin. If we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation. But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well.
Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Okay.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliff. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
Okay. I don't like her. She feels suspicious.
She's suspicious.
Suspicious. Come on, Andreja, we got places to go.
Is there that many buttons to choose a floor?
Maybe it's like some sort of like weird like touch screen thing.
I don't know.
Okay. Where are we going?
There.
Oh, okay, I see it now. It was blending in for me. Run over the guy. Oh, you just jumped.
Yeah, you say, "Oh, like that's not a terrifying thing to happen to that man." Just walking down the street and someone just jumps whole hog right over you. Whoop!
Well, I wanted you to try and run into them, so that's why I said, "Aw." But the jumping is also weird.
I feel like if you run into something, though, it happens. It just kind of.
They build a monument to the people.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop there.
But
You're
not the people
right.
they killed.
You're right.
Sorry, but I need sign off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's plumbing, not a peace treaty.
It could cause an incident. It would mean my job, sir.
Fine. I'll begin the process. Wouldn't want to withhold the chance for more red tape from the great UC. UC's stalling on purpose. I can feel it.
If you have a maintenance request, just get it in the system. We'll be there eventually.
I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct line of sight of this embassy. I suspect that was very much intentional.
Yeah, probably. It's gotta be one of those tall buildings, right?
There's Gal Bank. I think that's the UC. I'm pretty sure these are just rocks. I'm not sure this.
It's gotta be the big tall UC building. It was in there that we saw it.
If you have an appointment, they'll check you at the door.
Sculpture. I feel like this is a really weird office building where you just have area open to
nature,
swampy water.
Yeah, it's a choice.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Not even a selection here, just take.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
I think it'll be fine.
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Yeah.
Okay, could just be pure coincidence, but this is art piece in here.
Oh.
Does it have resemblance to any artifact-related things to you?
Yes. Yes, it does.
I believe that book was called Charity in a Godless Universe. They seem
Pleasant.
Yeah.
We could steal their coffee.
We're not supposed to steal anything while we're here.
Okay.
Terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
You seem like a lady who wants to stop more Terramorph attacks. Well, have I got a deal for you.
What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You need to help us, otherwise any more deaths are on your hands.
Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
We are merely stating the obvious. If you are threatened by that, perhaps you should do something about it. Like, help us.
And just give the UC free run of the archives? I may as well resign right now. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
Okay. Let's see if I remember. Oh, is that
1, 2, 3.
8 that we need?
4, 5, 6, 7. 3. 8. Yeah, 8. I miscounted. So we just need to be able to continue.
So one is green. 3 is yellow. I think we have at least 3 turns. Mm-hmm. So if we want to
start strong and then ease our way in.
Yeah.
Okay. Something good can come out of this bad situation. The UC and Freestar Collective cooperating.
Oh, yes. This band research is precisely what the factions need to kickstart their relationship. Let's breed a bioweapon together.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to start easy?
No, I want to go try and get what we can.
Okay. Every moment we spend in debate is time not spent fixing the Terramorph problem.
Working on borrowed time, aren't we?
How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly.
1.
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
We only need 1 more. So.
Innumerable lives may hang on your decision here.
I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big picture sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, Captain, you make some good points.
An experience.
But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it.
Yeah.
You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again.
Fair enough.
And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight.
Yeah.
Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks.
Yeah.
So, do we have an agreement?
Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I am.
Yeah. Follow Radcliff. Down, down, down the sketchy stairs.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights.
Perfect.
2 unlikely allies, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome.
That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're so persuasive.
We're so persuasive.
We exit from a different elevator than we entered on. I mean, I obviously we saw both of them right next to each other at the entrance too, but it's just like,
right.
Why is it telling us to take the different one?
I don't know.
I don't know about you, but like if I'm in a bit, that's not like my default choice.
No. Sometimes they'll leave you.
Never forget.
You want to talk to her? She has a name.
The Freestar Collective has no place in New Atlantis.
We already have.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yes.
It's probably been a long time.
It's like when someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them.
I want to beat him up, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's real growth there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna go in the building this time, but I do want to see the outside.
Demolished the structure, even if
Let's just check, because we got.
And we persuaded. Does it count? 1. Succeed in 5 speech challenges.
Yeah, 1 of 5.
Yeah.
And they don't know. It may not have been their intention, but it represents hope.
Well, it's this entrance right next to it.
Yeah.
It was like a side entrance, so I'm like, where's the quote-unquote front entrance?
Mm-hmm.
And is it this building over here? What are you doing? I'm walking sideways.
We're now back to the grind.
Did it change our quest?
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Oh.
No, we just overheard a thing that we were not listening to.
Oh.
So I'm thinking that, because he's talking about like the plants
Right.
overgrowing it.
Yeah.
Restricted area, do not enter. Security monitoring on premises. That symbol is probably House Faroon, because it's kind of circlish like serpent, whatever.
Ouroboros.
Yeah. This place is just overgrown with plants. So I'm thinking that because she said like, oh, front door is not an option.
Right.
That's what I was supposed to.
Because there's these giant walls that they put up.
That's a really dumb looking hat.
That one's kind of silly too.
Yeah. Like, part of me is all like, would there be another way in if we had booster pack? Could we is there roof access?
I'm sorry. I didn't pick booster pack.
No.
You left it up to me.
I did, and we did what you wanted.
You shouldn't have left it up to me if you really want boost packs.
We'll have to get it eventually.
Says either boost. You could have said it's either boost packs or boost packs.
And then you'd say, you're not really giving me a choice, Adam. That's... Okay. So I'm just gonna park it right here at this door. And that's where we can pick up next time.
Okay.
Because I feel like that first one was pretty easily a go talk to a person.
Yeah.
They're all like, ooh, if you're not good talky, here's a stealthy option. But I feel like this is going to possibly be a fight the plants kind of thing.
Right.
And then possibly like a feral ghoul at the end. And so yeah, we'll deal with that later.
Next time.
Yeah. Join us for more.
Bye.
Bye.